everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I am going to be doing a chatty video talking about brands that I would like to try. These are all brands that I have not tried anything from and that I want to try in the very near future, so they're kind of at the top of my list to try. That being said, there are a ton of brands, like pretty much any brand that makes makeup I want to try, so if it's not on this list, don't assume that means I'm like against it or anything. It's just not at the top of my list. Do you know what I mean? I'm a beauty reviewer, so any makeup I want to try. But anyways, I gotta start somewhere. I do have a lot to get to, so before we jump in, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of video, kind of a new idea for me. I would like to make it a mini series, so make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss my next ones, and let's jump right in. The first brand on my list is Sigma. I know, I think I am probably the only beauty guru or influencer who has not tried Sigma. Sigma was one of those first brands that I saw YouTubers having coupon codes for when I first started watching YouTube, and always heard recommended, always see people using Sigma brushes, and now Sigma makeup looks really interesting, but I never got around to trying it. You know, it's not one of those brands that's really sold at any stores that I know of, and that a lot of these brands are not sold in stores, and that's part of the reason why I haven't tried them. But you know, I've heard so many good things, I've just never tried it. I do feel like their brushes are on the more expensive side for me personally. I've been increasing my brush collection, but I have been buying like BH Cosmetics, Morphe, Real Techniques, more affordable brushes or less expensive brushes, so it's hard for me to buy something that looks identical to like a Morphe or a BH Cosmetics brush for like 3 times the price from Sigma. But I do for sure want to try their F80 flat kabuki brush. I see that everywhere, I see everyone using that. I have heard that recommended over any other foundation brush so many times, so that is definitely one that I want to purchase. I think I'll start with that brush and then work my way up. If I love that one, maybe I'll get a couple more. I have a few makeup products from Sigma that I really want to try. Their Chroma Glow highlighter palette looks so beautiful. I have seen some of my favorite people do reviews and tutorials with them, and it looks beautiful not only for highlighters but eyeshadows. I think it'd be so fun to play with, so I would love to try that one. Also, the Creme de Couture eyeshadow palette. That is one that was released a while ago and they brought back because it was so loved. And again, a couple of my really favorite YouTubers that I really trust love that palette and recommended it, so I would love to get my hands on that. The colors in that just look really fantastic, and I think I would have a lot of fun playing with that one. Then I also put on my list the Aura Powder Blushes in Cor de Rosa, Nymphea, and Sigma Pink. I'd probably just start with one of those just to try and see how I like their blush formula, but I would love to try that. And then also the Creme de Couture liquid lipstick in New Mod. Again, we just love to try that one. So that is everything I would like to try from Sigma. The next brand that I really want to try is Bite Beauty. Again, probably one of the only people that hasn't yet tried Bite Beauty. It's one of those that's always kind of escaped me. I want to say in the last year I've really started thinking about it, because especially around the time of the holidays and the Sephora VIB sale, I see tons of people recommending Bite Beauty and their little gift sets that are available at Sephora. Right now I believe they have 2 that I have on my list, actually 3 gift sets that I have on my list. One is the Sephora The Perfect Bite Amuse Bouche lipstick set that comes with their stick lipsticks, and then the other one is the Amuse Bouche liquefied lipstick set that comes with liquid lipsticks. My understanding is that they're not matte liquid lipsticks, but everybody recommends them and says they're all really good, so I would love to try those. I think a set would be the perfect opportunity for me to try a bunch of different colors and at a more discounted price. And then the other set that I have is the Agave Kisses Set, which comes with a sugar lip scrub, a lip mask, and the Agave lip balm. All 3 of those products sound amazing. I want to get into lip masks more. This time of year, my lips have been getting so dry lately, and I've been hearing people talk about lip masks, and I want to get on the train, and I want to try lip masks too. So that's definitely on my list. But I feel like I was going to put that on my Christmas list. A lot of these things are going on my Christmas list, by the way. But I think the Agave Kisses set might be sold out. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it was last time I checked. But I will go ahead and link everything below in the description box so that you guys can check them out for yourselves if you're interested in them. So that's everything from Bite Beauty. Basically, I really want to try their lip products, and I just put the sets on the list because that would be a great opportunity to try their lip products. The next brand on my list is Huda Beauty. Now, I do own one product from Huda Beauty, and that is the new foundation. However, I have not used it yet, so technically I haven't tried the brand, even though I own something from the brand. I am still working on my Fenty Beauty foundation, gonna do a review on that, and then I'll start in on the Huda Beauty foundation. So I do technically own one product from her, but I really want to try the 3D highlighter palettes. They look so beautiful. The summer solstice and winter solstice one look absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I own the Full Filter foundation. I'm going to be trying that soon. The Desert Dusk eyeshadow palette looks amazing. I want to try her eyeshadow palettes, at least one of them. The new Desert Dusk is the newest one, so that's why it's on my list. The other one looks really pretty too. Also her liquid lipsticks or her lip contour kits. I would love to try one of those. And the lashes, of course. I hear so many things about Huda lashes, so definitely want to try those. I do wish she had a set, kind of like the Bite Beauty, of like maybe 4 or 5 different lip products rather than just like one color, because I always worry picking out one color of something online that it's going to be too light for me, or that it's just not going to be a color I like, and then I'm just not going to like the lip product, but it really just because of the color, not because of the product itself. So it'd be cool if she had a set. Maybe she does. I should check it out a little bit more if she has any sets or anything. And for lashes, I'm trying so hard to get into high quality lashes, and I heard Angelica Nyquist said recently in one of her videos something very, very wise, which was, you know, normally if you're a beginner at something, we recommend that you buy something cheaper to start with, like if it's a brow product or whatever, to learn how to do it. But when it comes to lashes, you should actually buy the expensive ones if you're a beginner, because those are better made and they're going to be easier to work with. So I thought to myself, well, that just means I need to buy me some Huda lashes. So that is on my list for sure. The next brand is probably one of the ones I want to try the most. I don't know why I didn't say it first. It's just the way it is, but Juvia's Place. I see Juvia's Place talked about a lot. It is one of those brands that is quickly up and coming, I think getting more and more popular. They are really well known for their super colorful eyeshadow palettes. I think of all the palettes they have, only one of them is neutral. All the other ones have super bright, fun color combinations in them, and that's why I want to try the brand. I mean, that and the fact that everyone says they're really good quality. I'm getting to this point in my collection where if it's just a neutral palette, unless it's like one in a series of palettes that I already own and I want to collect it, I'm not attracted to just neutral palettes that much anymore. They have to have something special about them for me to want to buy it, you know? I would much rather buy an eyeshadow palette that has colors in it, bright colors, even if it's just a couple of colors, or, you know, not like a rainbow of colors necessarily, but like a hot pink and a fun duochrome and a fun shimmer, purples, whatever. Like, I'd rather have a little bit of variety to inspire my creativity, because I have enough neutrals to last me the rest of my life. You know, I don't need more neutrals, and if I'm buying eyeshadows, I would like it to be something that inspires me creatively. So that is why Juvia's Place is on my list. I have, I think, almost all of her palettes on my list. Her? Is it a her? I don't know. Juvia sounds like a her name. I have the Masquerade palette, Zulu palette, Magic palette, Saharan. So those 4 are like the top 4, but really you can get me any Juvia's Place palette and I'll be happy. And then I also want to try the blush palettes, Volume 1 and 2. I find that really interesting. Volume 1 has the darker shades in it and Volume 2 has lighter shades in it. I want to try them both. They all look really unique and interesting, fun, and I cannot wait to try those. So honestly, if I was to buy one of these brands, Juvia's Place would probably be it. Next brand on my list is Kylie Cosmetics. I waited on this brand a long time. Obviously, I don't own anything from the brand. When it first came out, I was really, really skeptical. I wasn't really interested. The prices were really high, and I don't know, I felt like it was just kind of a trendy thing. Like, people liked it because it was trendy, and I wasn't interested in spending that much money for something just because it was trendy. But I have had a lot of people, like in my everyday life, my friends and family, asking me about Kylie Cosmetics because they know I'm a makeup person, and they ask me, is this really that good? I think because it is promoted so heavily, people want to know, is it really that good? Is it really worth the price tag? And I can't tell them because I haven't tried it. But also, I have heard a lot of, again, YouTubers that I really love and trust do actually like Kylie Cosmetics. So I don't think I'm going to ever own all of her lip kits or all of her eyeshadow palettes or anything like that, but I would love to try them. Particularly, I would like to try the peach palette and the purple palette. I feel like those are really, the colors in there, the color schemes are done very well. I would also like to try a couple of the highlighters. Banana Split looks really fun. Salted Caramel, Strawberry Shortcake, those ones look really pretty. I would like to try one of the Velvet Lip Kits. I have the shade Rosy written down. I think that was one that I liked. And then matte lip kits, I would like to try Pumpkin, Autumn, Butternut, Hazel, Bougie, Ginger, Head Over Heels, and Brown Sugar. I would like to pick a couple, maybe one that's more of a common shade and one that's more of an unusual shade. I mean, I prefer to have just unusual shades because I probably have all the neutral shades that I ever need, but I want to try them and see how it works as a neutral lip product as well. I would like to try some of her blushes. I have X-Rated and Hopeless Romantic on my list, and then for glosses, I probably would just go for one. I have Cupid, Posy K, Like, and Candy K, and then I have the Ultra Glow Loose Powder, which I've heard nothing about. Nothing. I saw it on the website. That's the only reason why I even know it exists. But I put it on my list. I said the shade Fiji is what I would like to try. Let me know if you've tried that. Let me know if you've tried any of these products that I'm talking about and what you think I should try. Next brand on my list is Dose of Colors. So of course I have the Desi and Katie collection on my list because I love those two. They're very dedicated, very awesome YouTubers, and I've really wanted to try their collection. I particularly want to try the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. That is what I hear the most about. Let me know what your favorite shades are. I always see people doing swatch videos and I write down what shades I think look best. The matte liquid lipsticks I have written down that I want to try are Cork, Campfire, Los Angeles, and Moon Days. Then I also put down here that I want to try their satin lipsticks, their lashes, their Ideal Duos, and their Supreme Glow highlighters. But I think the liquid lipsticks would be number one for Dose of Colors and the Desi and Katie collection. Next I have Violet Voss. This is one that I was never really interested in until very recently. I didn't even realize that she's at Sephora, but I didn't realize she wasn't at Sephora. I wasn't very familiar with the brand, I guess, but I've been hearing a lot about her, and again, I feel like I just really want to try at least one of her eyeshadow palettes. The ones that I wrote down are the Rainbow Palette, Ride or Die eyeshadow palette. Those are the two that I wrote down, and then I have lashes written down because I want to try the lashes as well. Let me know what eyeshadow palette from Violet Voss you think I should get. I really want your recommendations for all of these things, so let me know. But that's it for Violet Voss. It's one that I feel like might be really overpriced. I've heard that people think Violet Voss is very overpriced, so I don't want to buy a ton from the brand until I've tried it, but I definitely want to try at least an eyeshadow palette. The next brand on my list is Colored Rain. This is one that I feel like I'll hear a lot about and then I won't hear anything about, and then I hear a lot about. I see a lot of people swatching their single eyeshadows on Instagram, and I'm a single eyeshadow junkie, so I have a long list of eyeshadow singles. I also want to try their mini palette bundle. I know the Queen of Hearts palette is a big deal. I don't know if I really want that. I would rather have these first, and then of course I would love to have the Queen of Hearts palette as well, but it's not my number one. I really want to try the mini palettes. I love the color selections in them. So I put the mini palette bundle on my list so that I'll just take all of them, why not? And then eyeshadow singles. I have, it looks like probably 24 eyeshadow singles on my list, so I'm not going to read them all out, but I do really want to try them. I can list all the eyeshadow singles in the description box that I want to try. Let me know what your favorites are if you've tried any. Again, I would rather try eyeshadow singles than a palette. I love eyeshadow singles. I love having them, so that's just me. Next brand I have on my list is Jeffree Star. I know there's a lot of controversy about his brand and about him as a person. I personally try to keep the makeup separate from the drama. I try to stay away from that drama, and I feel like it can get really out of hand sometimes. Not that I think that he and I would be best friends or anything like that, but regardless, again, I am a beauty blogger, a beauty reviewer, a beauty content creator, and I would love to try his products, at least a few, just to have tried them. I have the Androgyny eyeshadow palette and the Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette. I think the Androgyny one looks a little bit prettier to me, in my opinion, but the Beauty Killer one looks nice too. I would like to try the Skin Frost. I was looking at the Skin Frost, and honestly, I didn't see that many that caught my eye. There's a lot of really unusual colors, which can be fun, but if I'm trying something for the first time, I'm not going to buy an unusual color that I won't get a lot of use out of anyways. Plus, I don't know how I feel about the formula. The two that I have are Summer Snow Cone and King Tut for the Skin Frost, and then I want to try the Velour Liquid Lips. I have heard so many good things. I actually have swatched these, I believe. my friend had these. I think it was my wedding day. My friend was one of my bridesmaids and she was like, look at these Jeffree Star lipsticks I have. And I was like, I've never even swatched those. Let me see those. So I swatched them and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't really tell. They look nice. They look nice. But anyways, so I have, again, a long list of colors that I would like to try from the Velour Liquid Lips, so I will list those in the description box to save us all time. But yes, I would like to try the Jeffree Star brand just to say that I've tried it. All right, we're getting down to the last two. So next on my list is Natasha Denona. I know Natasha Denona is so insanely expensive, almost $200 for an eyeshadow palette. Not something I would normally ever consider. It's been at least a year since Natasha Denona has been on my radar, but what really fueled it was just the fact that everyone has continued to talk about it, and now not only the people who buy the luxury makeup, but also everyday beauty influencers are buying Natasha Denona and saying that it's good and saying that she's worth the money. So I feel like I really have to kind of jump on that bandwagon. I really want to try the Lila eyeshadow palette. I don't know if people pronounce it Layla. I pronounce it Lila because that's how I spell my daughter's name, and my daughter's name is Lila. So, but I also love the colors in that one. I feel like they have a lot of like different colors. They have like a really random green in there, and I don't know, I think that'd be super fun to play with. So that's like the number one that I want to try on my list. I also put the Sunset palette and the Chroma Crystal top coat, but really I think I'll just start with one thing, that Lila eyeshadow palette. Then the last brand on my list is Pat McGrath. Another really expensive one, but this one came on my radar when the Mothership eyeshadow palettes came out. I know they have a lot of other products that have been really popular and really good, but those Mothership eyeshadow palettes look so beautiful. So the packaging, everything is just super luxurious, and I really, really wanted to try them. Really low on my list though, because I'm sure that it's just a little bit too much money for me to spend, but I still would love to try at least one, just again, just to have that experience in my sort of arsenal of experiences. I also put one matte trans lipstick in the shade Elson on the list, and then one luxe trans lipstick in the shade Sorry Not Sorry. Honestly, I probably would just never even use those. I'd probably just like put them on my vanity and leave them there and never touch them because they're so expensive and so pretty. They're the kind that like the stick itself is really pretty. Anyways, is Pat McGrath, that's kind of like a last, kind of like a bonus, not really that important, but one I'd still like to try. Alright guys, that is it for all the brands I would like to try. Please let me know of these brands what products you recommend that I should try. I want to know your recommendations. That will definitely help me decide what I should try, and let me know some brands that you want to try and maybe I'll add those to my list. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye!